And welcome back to the MNFL. The Snowhawks and the Nighthawks kicking off Monday Night Football. And just a little bit of things to tell you before these two teams walk out, which obviously we'll watch the Snowhawks walk out here first. And the Monday night, call them the Monday Night Hawks if they win this game, but take a look at this entrance. Coming into their first primetime game of the season. I think that's carefully said between both teams. But what I was going to say was, of course, if you look at the YouTube channel now, we do have a new profile pic. Shout out to my mom. She did very well with the results of that one. So huge shout out to her as we'll get ready to kick this one off here soon. So, I think Ice may be here. If he is, I'll let him get a quick little shout out in. So, no, he is not. Okay, here we go. London and the Portland Snowhawks go into battle right here, right now on Multinational Football League Monday night. So London will kick it off first here as Portland bringing it in at about the 3-yard line. And this is a good gain, still going to the 38-yard line. And Penix Jr., the upset rookie last week. And if you look at the stats, 17 for 26, 186 yards, a touchdown, and no INTs. But obviously he was very frustrated with that offense, so looking to redeem himself here as Penix will throw. He's got the slant, and it's a huge completion to start off. Blankenship on the tackle as Kyle Pitts picks up a huge gain for the Snowhawks to start this one off. And they are already inside enemy territory with the good return plus the catch. And that catch will be made on the sideline. That is Robinson for the Snowhawks. So 2nd and 1 for Portland now. Penix with the empty backfield. Heaves this one deep. Incomplete. Going for Robinson. Knocked down by Mitchell. And it'll be 3rd and short. Looking at that young running back in the backfield. He's already a superstar. You might as well give it to him. Kyle Pitts in motion. They'll throw. Pitts gets the football, and he will get up to the 22. Kyle Pitts keeping the drive moving. Obviously, a little bit of reasonable arguing going down on the field after that catch. But a nice gain there for the Snowhawks. And it'll be 1st and 10 at the 22. Penix with Robinson in the backfield. He'll throw again. Penix in trouble, and he will throw this ball before getting sacked. Huge release right there needed for Penix. And a great pressure by the Nighthawks. As it'll be 2nd and 10. Penix looking to throw. Pass is caught. And he'll have it for 9 yards. 3rd and 1 once again for the Snowhawks. Now inside the red zone, very deep into it at the 13-yard line. 3rd and 1. Penix to throw again. Fires. Sideline. Incomplete. Smith Jr. to break it up. And it'll be 4th and 1 for the Snowhawks. They'll go ahead and take their 3. This one a 29-yarder. Kick is up and good for Portland. So a pretty decent start to this game for the Snowhawks as they go ahead and kick it off to the home team here in the Nighthawks, who will receive it at the 4. And trying to repeat that kickoff return just didn't happen. But here comes Jalen Hurts. A huge role in this entire Nighthawks team. 20 for 27, 247 yards. And had a little bit of trouble with interceptions. So they're obviously hoping that does not continue. But we'll see 1st and 10 coming here. 28-yard line. Hurts throws and it's complete. Past midfield to the 49. Dallas Goddard for the 1st down. Huge completions to start off both drives tonight. That time, that pass wasn't even simple. And Jalen Hurts will throw a medicine ball to A.J. Brown. A nice hit out of the secondary for the Snowhawks. It'll be 2nd and long now. Hand off to Barkley. Barkley will go forward for 6. Tackled by Adams. And we see Saquon Barkley on so many levels being a good running back for the Nighthawks. Hurts will dump this one off to Devontae Smith for a 1st down. Hits him underneath. And by the time he caught it, he was already there. But now the Nighthawks deep in enemy territory. The Snowhawks obviously got to look for an answer here. So 1st down for the Nighthawks. Trips at the top of the screen there. And Hurts looking, throws. He's got Barkley. Barkley shakes a tackle and is drilled right afterwards. And I'd be careful pushing on Barkley. That's a huge running back be pushing up against, as Hurts will have the backfield here. Big catch right there. Wow. That's a backup receiver catching that ball for the Nighthawks. And it'll be 1st and 10 at the 19. Barkley. And he will not get anything there. 2nd and 13 at the 22-yard line. Barkley obviously held under expectations there. Hurts throwing, and he'll go to the sideline, and it'll be incomplete. And it looks like an injury timeout here for Goldman. So Goldman will head into the locker room. Updates coming after the game right here, so stay tuned for that. On 3rd and 13, pass is caught, and they'll have 10 yards, no 1st down. 4th and 3, and we'll see if they do anything about it other than kick a field goal, but they will kick their field goal. 4th and 3, Elliott to put it up, and it is good. Field goals galore to start off both opening drives. The Nighthawks getting their 3, and Portland will get their stuff back right now. So 27-yard line is where they'll be put down to, and Michael Penix is obviously going to be a huge quarterback for the Snowhawks, especially if they want to win anything in the near future, as it'll be play action. Penix, deep shot, and it's caught! 1st down at the 31-yard line. You gotta talk about this first play magic right now. Penix unloads Huge play down the field. And usually you see those getting dropped. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. The Snowhawks gonna run here, and it's gonna be Robinson picking up 3. Second and 7. Handoff to Robinson. He'll pick up 3 once again. And it'll be 3rd and 4 for the Snowhawks. Huge down right here at the 24-yard line. Looking to throw. Penix hits a man underneath, and he's got a 1st down. Kyle Pitts. A huge completion there. Sets him up at the 17. Inside the red zone, the Nighthawks are going to have to step up here. And that's going to be a sack by Jalen Carter. What a way to answer the red zone appearance. And Jalen Carter, a huge defensive guy here. And I think in press conferences, they talked about Sweat being a liability. But he took that as inspiration, he told us, heading into this game. So Robinson with a juke move. He's going down the sideline, and he'll have it 3rd and 3. That was huge to get back in the red zone, especially at the 10-yard line, to make it 3rd and manageable here for the Snowhawks. You can only imagine they'd hand it off to him again. They won't, though. Penix forced into a situation, and he's sacked. Sweat with a huge sack right there. And that should do very good things for this team. And Josh Sweat burying Penix right there. A huge stop for the Nighthawks, as they'll only get a field goal here. Looks like it'll be a contest between kickers today, as that kick is up and good at by Young Ho Koo. So Portland kicking it off again to London. The 4-yard line marks the return here, and a huge hit on the return. What a vicious one there, and Hurts on 1st down at the 27-yard line. We'll see what he can do. And this pass is caught by A.J. Brown. That's one of the more content catches we've seen today out of these quarterbacks, and this first quarter is shaping up to be a pretty good balance of offense and defense. Certainly the defense is winning right now, though, as Devontae Smith gets put down, and we'll put down the first quarter. So the first quarter of Monday Night Prime Time in the books. 6-3. And Penix having problems. Robinson picking up. So we'll see the Nighthawks come out here with another 12 minutes before halftime. And gotta say, they've been pretty good throwing the ball. They've got a good running back showing it here. Barkley with a 1st down at the 32-yard line. Saquon Barkley certainly has some potential for the Nighthawks. Would love to see this team go the distance with this running back. He's been through the rough for this team. And an RPO here, Kyle Pitts. Or, no, it won't be Kyle Pitts. That's the other team I'm thinking of. I think that was Devontae Smith that I mistook there. My bad. 2nd and 3 at the 25. Hurts gets it to Devontae Smith, and it'll be first down at the 17-yard line. Now the Nighthawks in red zone. Red zone efficiency hasn't been so well if you look at touchdowns for each team, because clearly no team has scored a touchdown. A big pass right there to Dallas Goedert, though, gets them inside the 10 to the 7. And if they keep that momentum up, they could have our first touchdown of the game starting off in the second quarter. So 2nd and 1, handoff. Barkley gets close, but he'll be clobbered beforehand. It'll be at the 1-yard line. 1st and goal, Nighthawks. And you can only imagine with a X factor in the backfield that you hand it off here. Jalen Hurts going to keep it himself, and the trick play does not work. Adams taking Jalen Hurts down for a loss. It'll be 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line for the Nighthawks. Jalen Hurts. We'll see what he can do here. Barkley pushing forward, and a touchdown for the Nighthawks. First touchdown of the game goes to these Nighthawks, and it was pretty close, I would say, but officials roll touchdown, and as it stands, it'll be a 6-10 ball game for the Nighthawks. 9 plays, 74 yards, and almost 4.5 minutes taken off the clock to start this one off. Pretty efficient drive going all the way down the field. 6-10. Now the Nighthawks will have to fight back after just having the lead by 3, down by 4, and that happens when your defense doesn't exactly work the way you want to, or want it to. And here is Penix. He's been pretty good on first downs. They'll hand it off to Robinson, who will not get anything off the line there. Josh Sweat fired up after that. Especially fired up after the comments. And now Penix in an empty set. Throwing. Pass is caught. And it's going to be 3rd and 4. Nighthawks looking at a 3-and-out possibility here. They're on edge right now. They want it. Blitz coming. Penix scrambling, sacked. He goes down at the 20, and that is a huge play right there. 3-and-out for the Snowhawks. Jordan Davis getting in for the sack, and that is now 3 different linemen with a sack in the first half. Penix reasonably frustrated heading back to the sideline. Couldn't get anything done there. And a huge punt right there will put the Nighthawks at the 30 to start off their drive, and an injury timeout upcoming. It's Carter who is down right now, and as they check on him, we'll see Jalen Hurts come out here for the Nighthawks. We'll see how this drive goes for them. They got 7 on their last one. Handoff for Barkley. He'll have 4 yards. 2nd and 6 at the 34 now for the London Nighthawks. So we'll see Hurts go under center. He's going to pass. Big shot downfield, and it's intercepted. Going down the sideline, huge hit. And Jesse Bates baiting Jalen Hurts into an interception, and the Snowhawks get it right back. There's a look at Jalen Hurts' interception here. Beautifully jumped route here in front of A.J. Brown. And here is Penix once again with pretty lustrous field position here. at the 44-yard line. And Penix looking to throw. He'll get it off to Pitts, and it just gets dropped. Incomplete. Leaving a bad taste in their mouth on 2nd and 10. Trips at the bottom of the screen. Looking to throw. Penix. And it gets caught up in between the lineman and the receiver there. So it'll be 3rd and long. Possibly another 3 and out. Penix throwing. It's caught, but it won't be for much. Josh Sweat truly proving his head coach wrong right now. It's been a strong performance from him so far, as that will be the 2nd 3 and out in a row here for the Nighthawks. Looking at the field now, Jesse Bates, you're going to want to watch out for him. He's got the X Factor lit up. Handoff to Barkley. So Hurts, deep shot, and it's incomplete. Looked like he had it in his hands. Dallas Goedert would have had a huge catch. That might have been over Jesse Bates. So truly insane to watch there. Hurts scrambling, finds his running back. It just barely out of first down yardage. Saquon Barkley doesn't have the juice to get over the line. And 4th and inches warrants the punt. And pretty good job meeting up with them for only a 5-yard return. So here is Portland coming back out now after 2 3 and outs. Hoping that 3rd time's the charm here with 3 minutes and 34 seconds in the 2nd quarter here. Penix gets this one off. It's caught. And it'll be a 7-yard gain, so not a bad start for Penix and the Snowhawks. They want more, though. 2nd and 3. Handoff. And Robinson just barely not getting over the line there. 3rd and inches. Robinson still in the backfield. Obviously, 4 receivers out there right now. Pass is caught by Pitts. Pitts turns it upfield, and he's up past the 50. So that ends the drought for first downs in a pretty huge way there. Kyle Pitts just taking off after what was initially just, a little backup route, so to speak. So 6-10 now, and a 2-minute warning incoming for the Snowhawks as they come in to this 2-minute warning with a little bit of momentum. Penix throwing, pass is caught, and he'll go forward for 7. No huddle here. So the hurry up tempo here for the Snowhawks. And pressure, throws, caught, first down at the 24. A huge catch on the sideline for the Snowhawks. And it'll be first down. Penix throws, caught, first down, and it's going to be Drake London with the first down. Here's the first down inside the 15-yard line. Penix under pressure again. He'll just throw this one out of bounds with 49 seconds left. And here is 2nd and 10 at the 13-yard line. Penix looks to throw again. Pass is nearly intercepted. Ooh, you gotta watch that middle linebacker right there. Nearly had his first pick of the season. Just based off of that. Penix looking to take off. He will. Enzo, touchdown! Portland Snowhawks finding themselves with a touchdown before the half. Michael Penix Jr. races past the defender, gets some good blocks upfield by London, and it ends up being a touchdown. Wow. Huge plays coming out from the Snowhawks rookie quarterback as that kick is up and good to make it 13-10. So, with a 13-10 ball game at hand right now, we'll see what the Nighthawks do with their final 37 seconds. They'll return this one, which will obviously diminish their time to 34 seconds. And here comes Jalen Hurts. Obviously upset with the pick earlier, as Portland obviously, well, they didn't capitalize very quick, but they certainly capitalized on being given the ball, and it's going to be first down for the Nighthawks. A very impressive catch and double coverage. 1st and 10 at the 44 now. Throwing, passes caught by Dallas Goedert. 2nd and 2. 25 seconds to go. Another timeout taken by the Nighthawks. Looking to throw. Hurts. And that one will be dropped by Barkley. Just not able to get the first down off of that. So it'll be 3rd and 2. Hurts. Throwing. Caught. Goddard stays on his feet. And he'll be taken down. Timeout with 16 seconds left. They're going to have to go deep here. 42 left for the Nighthawks to go down the field. Looking. Hurts. Surveys. Throws. And it's going to be knocked incomplete. Huge play out of the backfield for the Snowhawks. 2nd and 10. Trying to keep that lead right now for the Snowhawks. This defense certainly doing okay right now, and that throw nowhere near a receiver. I'm surprised there's no flags for intentional grounding. And they'll go ahead and kick their field goal to tie this one up. A huge kick coming up, though. 59 yards. Kick is up and has the juice. He made it. 13 apiece. Jake Elliott with an insane kick right there to tie things up heading into the half. And a touchback here, but we're just about into the second half here for the Snowhawks. Penix with time and runs out of time very quickly. He tried to go out through the edge, just couldn't get it, and well, this is halftime. 13 apiece between the Birds, as we'll look at our halftime report of the games around the league. We'll see that Rio and Chicago, a 10-7 close victory for the Thunderbirds. And that was, I think, inside the Aviators' home field advantage. So, a bunch of these other games, though, 7-12, Virginia Beach, San Diego, 24-27, Tokyo, and Louisville. A 2-touchdown difference as the Lumberjacks walk away with a victory. Brooklyn and Memphis, the Blues, end up winning by 10, and this game still to be decided. I mean, 13 apiece going into the half. And the Penix-led Snowhawks just scraping by here. And look at these big throws in the first quarter. I mean, that's what pretty much encapsulated those first two drives. We'll see if the second half starts off any differently, as this one will be returned at what looked like the 4. A 24-yard line return, so 1st and 10 for London. The Nighthawks looking to get things started here. Jalen Hurts to throw, and Devontae Smith with a catch for 6 yards. And I gotta say, this receiving core for the Nighthawks certainly nothing short of spectacular. And motion here to Barkley will send him away. And that is a late breakup right there. Incompletion is the call right now. Uzoma, the intended target. And it'll be 3rd and 4. 30-yard line here, and Hurts, seeing that 3 and out is a possibility, takes it up field, and it'll be a 1st down to the 43. Jalen Hurts just able to have that. He has that ball carrier vision of a running back, so to speak. And right now, I'm seeing 2 running backs in the backfield right now. None of them will get the handoff. Hurts looking to throw, and he'll be sacked in the backfield. Number 17 for the Snowhawks, bringing him down. And that is going to cause a lot of problems for these Nighthawks right now. 2nd and 18 at the 35. Motion to the fullback. And they'll hand it off to Barkley. Barkley making his way upfield. And pretty good footwork to do so, as he'll get up to the 48. 3rd and 5. And now for Jalen Hurts with an empty backfield. They'll switch it up, though. He does now have a back in there, and spread is the formation that they'll give it to, and it'll be a 1st down for Jalen Hurts. He takes off and scrambles to the 43 for the 1st down, taking off plenty of time right now. This is longer than their first drive, which I thought was a pretty good time waster. Certainly an efficient drive earlier, as it'll be 2nd and 6 at the 39. Jalen Hurts, motion by Saquon, looking to throw. Pass is caught. Uzama for a 1st down at the 23-yard line. So Uzama's been getting some of these passing catches here. And oh boy, look at that huge missed opportunity upfield. Dallas Goedert was wide open for the Nighthawks. So yes, again, another missed opportunity, as it'll be 1st and 10 here. Barkley throwing. Goedert gets his redemption, shakes off a tackle, and is in the end zone. Touchdown, Nighthawks. Dallas Goedert, who was missed on a wide open throw just a few minutes, or just a minute ago, if you want to get specific, caught here. 13-19 now. The extra point to make it 13-20. And 9 plays, 76 yards. And quite the time after, as this kickoff is going to be caught inside the 4, stretches it to the 25, a pretty good effort despite being wrapped up. And here is Penix He's had quite the troubles in this matchup in the backfield, certainly with people like Sweat. You take a look at the rest of that line. I mean, Jalen Carter, a huge reason. And a pass right there. Very interestingly called a pass. Looked like a fumble. But the Snowhawks will resume play. No replays being called so far. And a throw here for the Snowhawks gets 6 yards. 3rd and 4 at the 31-yard line. Third and 4 at the 31-yard line. Looking to throw. And it's going to be brought down. Penix is sacked. And it'll be a 3-and-out for the Snowhawks. Milton Williams. And this looks reminiscent to the drive in the second quarter where the Nighthawks scored and the Snowhawks couldn't get anything started to play afterwards. So 13-20. Obviously a bit different from like 3 and 6, but very, very similar drives. And here's Saquon Barkley on the day. They've been pretty good in the run game. These Snowhawks have, as it'll be 1st and 10 at the 28. Hurts throws. Goddard for 8. And that puts Hurts just at 200 yards. And a first down, or a touchdown, excuse me, for him on the day here. And Saquon barely missing the first down marker, as it'll be 3rd and inches at the 37-yard line. And trying to get forward, Gainwell just can't do it. And it'll be 4th and 2 at the 36-yard line. I don't know why they put a backup in and then decided to run it. It's a little bit of a interesting trust in the backup right there. Maybe thinking that, since he was a little bit smaller, he could fit through the line a little bit better. Well, sadly, that's not how that worked. And the Snowhawks will get it right back after their defense just worked so hard. So here is Penix, as he has had a up and down ball game, I would say. I mean, he's been sacked multiple times, and stuff like that keeps happening. Josh Sweat getting in for a forced incompletion there. 3 backs in the backfield right now. And a handoff to Robinson. Very good tackle right there by Blankenship. 3rd and 4 for Penix now. Looking to throw. Penix escapes, throws, and it's going to be incomplete. Darius Slay in the coverage, as Penix will have another 3-and-out to go with this 3rd quarter. And the punt coming now for the Snowhawks, and the Nighthawks will gain possession here. 18 completions to 26 attempts, 200 yards, and a touchdown today for Jalen Hurts. He's certainly loving this score right now. 13-20 inside their home stadium. This is the first time we are seeing it. And Barkley scooting forward. And that's not a good sign. Rolling over to try and get up usually means that his wear and tear is pretty bad. As it'll be 2nd and inches now. They'll pass, interestingly enough, and Goddard will get a first down to the 36. So Dallas Goddard picking up the first down. Now Jalen Hurts. He's been pretty good today. Throws, and it's going to be incomplete. 26 for the Snowhawks in coverage on Goddard right there, as it'll be 2nd and 10. Maybe shooting a look towards Devontae Smith here. I don't know. Hurts tries to scramble out, and he's sacked. Number 15 for the Snowhawks. Pulling up in the backfield to bring him down. He tried to scramble again, and I guess their coach had a very important message about that at halftime, so just nothing being done there, and Hurts trying to look around, and he's sacked once again. Number 17 this time for the Snowhawks. And it'll be 13-20. I wish I knew what number 15 and 17's names were. Can't exactly get them off the top of my head right now. And this punt is going to put the Snowhawks at the 20-yard line. And Penix Jr. set to come out again, looking to avoid a 3-and-out here. Barkley will take the ball and get back to the line of scrimmage. I'm sorry, that's Robinson. Got my running backs mixed up. 2nd and 10 at the 20. Hand off to Barkley. Barkley. Why do I keep saying Barkley? Robinson with a first down. And getting into it right now with Darius Slay. Coveted safety. But at the end of the third quarter, nothing changing for the Snowhawks, but a touchdown for the Nighthawks. So the Battle of the Hawks continues to be a good one here. Only one possession is all the Snowhawks need right now to get back into this one, as Robinson will take it, and he'll only gain a yard. Very generous spot right there by the official, as it'll be 2nd and 9. And Penix looking to throw. Staying in the pocket. Not working. 3rd and 9. Man, this defense has not allowed Penix really anything so far. 3rd and 9 to keep the drive alive. Penix will throw, and it'll be incomplete, ending this drive due to pressure. And 4th and 9 here for the Snowhawks. They'll go ahead and punt it, being on their own 35. And this one bounces at the 15, takes a bounce towards the back of the end zone, which is pretty insane. Ball placement for these kickers in this league, certainly not very existent, as it'll be 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line now. Nighthawks motioning. Handoff. And Saquon Barkley will get 6 yards. And Hurts, obviously very fired up for his running back. Only just after only a 6-yard gain. It's a little excessive. And Barkley scoots forward for a first down now. Players tripping and falling over Barkley as he gets up. So 1st and 10 at the 31 now. Hurts looking to throw. Or actually, he hands it off. Barkley with a huge run. Gets to the 46-yard line. I don't know why I said he was looking to throw. I guess I was trying to predict this before it happened. And a very nice juke move on Jesse Bates. Way to put one of the better safeties in the league on ice right there. As it's 1st and 10 inside enemy territory to the 46 now. Barkley in motion. Throwing. He's got Uzama, who has been a very good receiver in this game so far. No touchdowns quite yet, but he's definitely shown up. As the 7-yard gain, they'll give it to Barkley, who will push forward for a first down at the 35. So now obviously their target is the 25 and beyond. And 2 backs in the backfield now. First down, Nighthawks. They'll get this one off quick, and it'll be tipped at the line, incomplete. 2nd and 10 now for the Nighthawks. They'll go 5 wide here. On 2nd down, looking to throw. He's got a slant route, but it'll be dropped by Devontae Smith. Terrell Jr. in the vicinity there to bring it down, and it'll be 3rd and long. This drive is stalled at the 35 so far. Big pass, caught, and he tried to turn it upfield. Couldn't happen, and Barkley with the huge catch and an injury timeout for the Snowhawks. Seems to be a defensive lineman, so we'll check up on him after the game as well. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line now. And Barkley pushing forward for 3. So 2nd and 7 at the 11. A little bit of a rhyme there for you. Here's Hurts. Handoff. Barkley, edge, touchdown! And the Snowhawks have fallen just below. Oh my goodness. This might put the game out of hand, honestly. And Barkley getting a well-deserved touchdown. He's been through a lot in this game. And Jalen Hurts finally walks off the field. It'll be okay, so with the PAT, it'll be a 14-point game. So 2 possessions with 7 minutes, or 7.5 minutes. Ow. Broke myself in the eyeball. Ow, that hurt. Excuse me. That was, That was a little bit of a technical difficulty on my end. 1st and 10. And a huge pass again being tipped. That one by number 27 for the Nighthawks. So 2nd and 10 at the 34. Penix looking to throw. Picking up some good blocks on that line right there. And it's McLeod with the catch. 7 yards to make it 3rd and 3. Single back formation. Penix making sure everybody's got the call. Looking to throw. Passes caught. And it'll be 1st down for McLeod and the Snowhawks. They got to get down the field fast if they want any shot at winning this game. Another single back look. Hand off to Robinson. And plays like that certainly aren't doing it. I think if they continue this play style, that touchdown by the Nighthawks might have just been the dagger. So 3rd and 9 there for the... 3rd and 9 here for the Snowhawks. Looking to throw. Penix unwinds, incomplete. That is the white cornerback in Cooper DeJean. 4th and 9 here for the Snowhawks. They'll have to go for it here. Penix looking. Throws, not enough time. And Josh Sweat forcing the incompletion. He will be denied right there, and that is a huge liability right there for the Snowhawks, absolutely. But we look at Saquon Barkley. He's been pretty good in this game. 2 touchdowns for him on the day. His last one coming just this last drive. And that is what we're looking at as the dagger right now. Now, they do have another chance to go down and make this one look like it was never even close, as they'll be at the 49-yard line to start this one off. Hurts breaks a tackle, breaks another one. He's going to run, and it'll be 9 yards. But they'll say he's at the 39. A little interesting right there. Single back formation here for the Nighthawks. Play action, throwing, and it'll be Uzama. Hughes running into his coach. Coach telling him it's okay. Just go back out there and get a turnover. A pick six would really do the Snowhawks a favor in just these 4 minutes. But seeing as how the London Nighthawks want to run this one out, it's going to be kind of tough to do that. 1st and 10. Barkley is stopped at just 1 yard on the gain there. 32-yard line is now where they're set up in enemy territory, so they've gotten fairly deep here as a handoff for Barkley. He'll stretch forward for a gain of 4. Third and 5 at the 28-yard line. Barkley in motion. Hurts. Throws. Passes caught by Uzama. First down at the 22-yard line. A.J. Brown, look at this matchup at the top of your screen here. Looks like he's manned up. Could cause disaster. Handoff. Thankfully enough for the Snowhawks, but not thankfully enough, as it will be a first down Nighthawks. And with the 2-minute warning coming, there is no chance of the Snowhawks getting this win here in week 2. So they'll go another game without a win here. And the handoff for Saquon will go 9 yards, and they are just about to get another touchdown to put on Saquon Barkley's checklist here, if you will. Motion for Devontae Smith, faking the jet, and that's going to be another touchdown for Saquon Barkley. The London Nighthawks have certainly earned this win tonight. Saquon Barkley, a huge reason for it. Told you, this kid is absolutely amazing when it comes to physicality at the line, and of course coming out of Penn State, that's all he did, as this veteran finds himself in the midst of their first win, his first win as a Nighthawk. He was originally a New York Giant before the huge switch from the NFL to the multinational football league. And Penix and the Snowhawks coming out here to try and make this look a little bit better for themselves. Maybe a little bit of a glorifying touchdown here, and that will not do it. It'll do it for the Nighthawks, not doing it for the Snowhawks. Quinyon Mitchell with an interception. It's the first for Penix. So Monday night ends in a horrible fashion for the Snowhawks. Quinyon Mitchell, of course, making sure of that. And Saquon Barkley, likely his final stats here, 144 rush yards, 11 receiving. All in total, he has 155 yards on the day. So 1st and 10. Hurts will hand it off. Barkley screaming forward. And it'll be 1st and 10 at the 26. Funny enough, that's his jersey number. They've certainly had to rely on that number 26 as well. As Barkley is exploded for gains here in this half a play. And oh, that is not good. Thankfully, no injury timeout for Barkley. It looked like he was holding his rib, though. Huge chance of injury here if they continue to run him. They are going to run him still. And 3rd and 2 will close off this game. 13-34 to end the week. Nighthawks coming away with a victory. The next game will be coming up on Friday to start off week 3. But as of right now, Barkley and the Nighthawks end off the week in spectacular fashion on offense. Nothing going for the Snowhawks except for this Penix touchdown. That was about the most exciting thing for them in this game, as Penix was held in check otherwise. And Goddard, of course, with a well-deserved touchdown in this game. So to compare stats, Michael Penix, 0 touchdowns, 185 yards, and below 50 for completion percentage. That is not a good game for any quarterback in this league. As Jalen Hurts, definitely better. A touchdown, 241 yards, and 64.7 his completion percentage. And the Snowhawks certainly knowing how to close off a week. I mean, what an absolute masterclass on offense for him today. As Jalen Hurts, we'll see, he threw 1 interception. So through the air, he had on average 7 yards, whereas Penix only had 5.4. He had an interception too, no touchdown to back it up, and only 185 yards compared to 241. Not a good look. But we take a look at Saquon Barkley. He had quite the game. 2 20-plus yard runs, especially his longest being a 23-yard run. 41 yards after catch, 1 broken tackle, 3 tutties, and just about 7 yards on average for this running back today, as he finishes off with 173 yards. Bijan Robinson, still with some development to go. 10 attempts, 48 yards, 4.8 on the average. No touchdowns, no fumbles, no broken tackles. He did have 10 yards after the catch. His longest run today was 18 yards. Obviously, Hurts, Gainwell, and those guys got their stuff in. We begin checking for injuries right now. And the blocking side, nothing here. Defensively, taking a look, nothing. Other than that, it's just kicking, which these guys don't hardly ever get injured. Kick returners, no one injured. So, with all that being said, we thank you for what I would deem as a successful week for the Multinational Football League. Closing it off in London, where I'll say so long until Friday, or in other words, week 3.